In this video, I'm going to be going over my pack predictions for this week's content drop in NBA 2K23 My Team. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below your guys' predictions for what Invincibles we'll see, the 4 new Invincibles, because as you guys know, last Friday, we got the 4 new Invincibles: MJ, Kobe, we got Kareem, and then we also did get Larry Bird. So I'll be making my predictions on which 4 Invincibles I think we could be seeing coming tomorrow. And then you guys can also let me know. I think it's a really fun guessing game we get to see on Twitter at 4 p.m. Eastern time. My team does post out the graphic of what cards we're getting for tomorrow, and then we can see if we got the guesses right or wrong. It's one of my favorite things to do on a Thursday. One of my favorite things about the mode is just trying to guess the new cards that come out every single Friday. So let me know your guys' guesses and I'll tell you guys mine and see if I can get them right or wrong. So talking about the 4 Invincibles, because that's the main part of the drops, at least for the past couple of weeks. It's been the main part of the content drop, is the 4 new Invincibles. So the first guy I want to talk about is going to be the headlining card in my opinion, and that is going to be Kevin Durant. So I know we got a card, from season 6 in the Supersonic set, but I feel like he's due for a new card. Kevin Durant is really he's just not on par with the top level small forwards and shooting guards in the game, and it's Kevin Durant. He's one of the best players of all time, one of the best scorers, all that type of stuff. He's an all-time player, and he hasn't got an insanely good card in a while. I can't remember the last time we had a Kevin Durant that was a top tier card. I mean, I know we had that pink diamond, but unless I don't remember correctly, was this pink diamond that good? I mean, I can't remember. I don't think he was that good at small forward. Maybe he was good, but nothing crazy. So I just feel like we haven't had an overpowered Kevin Durant card. So my first guess for an Invincible will be Invincible Kevin Durant. And I think he'll actually be able to play the shooting guard position, very similar to what they did with LeBron, giving him that shooting guard eligibility. And he'll be 6'10". So I guess this last week as well. And I was very surprised to not see Kevin Durant, but then I understand getting Kobe and MJ. But now that Kobe, MJ, LeBron, Giannis, Magic, there's so many big names that have already gotten an Invincible. Shaq, right? I feel like we're starting to dwindle down those big names. So I feel like Kevin Durant is one of the bigger names in my team that hasn't got an Invincible card yet. So the headlining player, in my opinion, for this week is going to be Invincible Kevin Durant. I'm going to say obviously Thunder's version, I would assume. Usually doesn't get Warriors for his first Invincible, and I think he'll be able to play small forward and shooting guards. That was my first guess for the first Invincible. And then for the second Invincible, I think it's going to be either one of these 2 cards or maybe both. I think it depends if they're going for a big heavy drop, kind of like how last Friday was a lot about point guards. We got Kobe and MJ, 2 very similar point guards. I think we could see D-Rob. That's going to be my guess for this Friday, is going to be Invincible D-Rob. Can play center, power forward. I'd be very shocked to see him at small forward. Just don't think my team would do that at this time of the year, but I could definitely see a Spurs version of D-Rob. He hasn't got a card since season 5. T-Mac got an Invincible, right? LaMelo got an Invincible from the 16-bit promo. Kobe got an Invincible from season 5. So a lot of these cards from season 5, Kareem got an Invincible. So it seems like a lot of these guys are starting to get Invincibles, right? Shaq got an Invincible. So I just think, Lonzo potentially could get one. So I do think my second guess is going to be Dark Matter D-Rob. I think he'll probably get an Invincible for center, power forward. Now to talk about the third Invincible guess. Now, I think we could see Kristaps. That's the guy I was going to go with, but I think if we get D-Rob, if I'm going off that prediction, then I don't think we get Kristaps. I don't know, are they going to go for 2 bigs and give us a Kristaps center, power forward Invincible? I assume a Knicks version, and then also the Invincible D-Rob that can play center, power forward. Do they want to do that on the same content drop? I think they might want to save some bigs for later in the content when they need more Invincible bigs in the game, so maybe they don't do that. But I don't know. I think Kristaps definitely could see an Invincible card. I think also Bill Russell potentially could see an Invincible. So I think for my third guess, I'm going to throw 2 names out there. So I'm going to kind of guess 5 Invincibles. I'll say my final prediction at the end of the 4 exact Invincibles. But for my number 3, I think it's between either Bill Russell or Kristaps, and then I think Bill Russell will also be able to play small forward, power forward, just like his out of position version. So for now, I'm just going to say Bill Russell and Kristaps as kind of tied for number 3. And then for my last Invincible, I do think it will be a point guard. Now, for what point guard it will be, if it was to be somebody crazy, I could see a Cade or a Devin Booker. Both got cards in the same promo set in the high res, so they're not going to get the same. They're not going to both be in this content drop, but I think we could see a Invincible Cade point guard, shooting guard, obviously, and then potentially an Invincible Devin Booker. Both these cards I feel like would be pretty hype. Cade a little bit more, because like if they change Cade's jump shot, give him some better dribble sigs, we could be looking at a point guard. If he's an invincible, gets a new jump shot, better dribble sigs, he can compete against the Ben Simmons of the world, the Jokic's. He could be a top 3, maybe even the best point guard in the game potentially, depending on how good his jump shot will be and what dribble sigs I give him. So I'm kind of debating between Cade, you know, Devin Booker, maybe Jimmy Butler at point guard. I think Dwayne Wade. Like, when's the last time we got a Dwayne Wade card? I honestly have no idea. Is it really this pink diamond from season 2? Or no, wait. No, sorry. Dwayne Wade got a card in season 5. I was thinking there's no way the last Dwayne Wade card we got was a pink diamond. I forgot that he did get this dark matter in season 5, but I could definitely see one of these guys potentially getting an invincible, maybe Oscar Robertson, but I think it will be Wade. I think it's going to be a point guard. I would assume there's got to be a point guard in every single invincible drop. I'm pretty sure besides the T-Mac one, there's been an invincible, because it was T-Mac, then it was invincible Magic, invincible Giannis, and then I think it was the LeBron Curry one, right? So it was LeBron, Curry, Carmelo, and AD. So there's a point guard in that one. So there's been a point guard in every single invincible drop so far, except for T-Mac when that was the only lone invincible. So my 4 guesses. First one, I got Kevin Durant, D-Rob. I'm pretty confident that those 2 guys have a good chance of coming out tomorrow. And then for my number 3, Bill Russell, Kristaps, kind of debating between that. I was gonna go Kristaps. I'm gonna change my answer and go Bill Russell. Not really sure about that one. I think it still could be Kristaps, but I'll go Bill Russell at small forward. And then for my 4th and final invincible, once again, Cade, Wade, Booker. Really torn between those 3 point guard options. I kind of want to go Cade, and I think I'm gonna go Cade, even though that's probably a pretty risky guess, because still kind of new. He just got released at the end of season 5. But my 4 invincible guesses will be Kevin Durant, small forward, shooting guard, D-Rob, center, power forward, Bill Russell, small forward, power forward, and then Cade, invincible, point guard, shooting guard. So that's gonna be my 4 guesses for the invincibles. And then to talk about the other dark matters we could potentially see, I think we could see Ricky Davis. Now, he probably won't come out if we do get Cade, but let's say we get a different point guard or just a different card and we don't get Cade. I could potentially see Ricky Davis as a point guard dark matter. I feel like he needs a new card. And if you just kind of scroll through these sets, you can find like Evan Mobley, Paulo Banchero. They need dark matter versions, right? You can just kind of go through the set, right? In this last content drop, we got Josh Smith and Blake Griffin in the Glorious promo. So maybe we get a James Wiseman dark matter, right? Maybe we got Dominique as an invincible, but you can kind of just go through these sets and like see, maybe we get Scotty Barnes as a dark matter point guard. Maybe we get a Sangoon, right? So there's just so many more dark matters that we can see that it's really hard to guess, but I think there'll be a lot of cards from season 5 getting the dark matter versions. Like we just got Siakam, so maybe, and we got Joe Johnson, we got Mikal Bridges. So a lot of the dark matters they've been taking in season 7, right? Like you look at the if you look at the Rush set, or sorry, if you look at the Fuego set, we got Joe Johnson in there, right? If you look at the Splash Zone, we got Siakam. So it feels like they're taking a lot of those base dark matters from a lot of the season 5 promos. Like a lot of highlight reel cards have already got their dark matters, like Lance, Blake, Josh Smith, right? So potentially we could see a Wiseman, right? Paulo Banchero I could see from the Phenom set, like a Banchero or an Evan Mobley potentially, because we just got Brandon Ingram, we just got John Wall, maybe we see a new Jonathan Bender. So there's tons of dark matters I could potentially see. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below your guys' guesses and pack predictions for this week's content drop, and hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.